begin by posing a simple question. Are you truly happy in your life? Raise your hands if you feel you are living a life filled with joy and contentment. While some may have a seemingly perfect existence, statistics tell us a different story. According to a research by Ipsos, 1 in 3 adults report feeling unhappy. That means only 64% of the world's adults report feeling happy. When everyone wants happiness in life, why is the reality so different? To solve this problem, we have to know the root causes of this problem. Since childhood, I used to go to a Baitak, which we call Bal Sanskar Kendra. Bal Sanskar Kendras are community spaces in India where good manners and positive life lessons are inculcated in children. I have learned so many valuable lessons there which are priceless. And today, few of the solutions are inspired from what I learned there. We often feel that life has become so fast that we have no time to be happy. But let me assure you, time itself isn't the culprit. If time is not the problem, then what is it? The true obstacle lies within us. We have forgotten how to find joy in the simple things. Everything around us holds the potential for happiness if we only choose to experience it. Waking up each day is a gift, wouldn't you agree? Even being here, listening to my words, can be a source of joy. Every experience, big or small, offers a spark of happiness, waiting to be embraced. I have noticed a lot of times that people always talk about their past or future. While happiness is our birthright, it can sometimes be elusive because we neglect to live in the present moment. Imagine attending a joyous event like a birthday party, yet feeling detached from the positive energy. Perhaps you are consumed by worries. This negativity not only affects you but also creates tension those around you. Embrace the present. The past can't be altered and the future is uncertain. Instead, cultivate gratitude for what you have today. By cherishing the present moment, you open yourself to its blessings. Assume you are seeing a person who is angry and cursing someone in a market. Do you want to know what made him so angry? A stranger accidentally pushed him and didn't even say a sorry. And it's been a while since it happened. He was fine before that, but after that, his peaceful soul is gone a far mile away. In our daily life, we do the same. We care about bad things that don't even affect us or will never affect us. But we will still describe those bad things to ourselves and our close ones again and again. Why don't we let that go? In these situations, you have to do nothing. Just be quiet. Or the best thing you can do is to pray for that person again and again. You will never feel guilty and you will be glad. Let's see how we should be happy. Our thoughts are the root causes of our happiness and unhappiness. Let's take an example. Imagine you and me are selected for a presentation, and it's a brilliant opportunity for both of us. Your thoughts about this presentation are pleasant and motivating, but mine are unpleasant and demotivating. In this situation, you are happy, aren't you? If your thoughts are positive, then they will make you happy. As negativity spreads tension, so positivity also spreads pleasure. To attract great personalities, your impression should be great. Your thoughts and actions will improve your impression. Yes, coming to the actions, I want to tell you something more. Be careful with your actions because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. The famous proverb, as you sow, so shall you reap, has a deep meaning in it. Your happiness also belongs to your actions. The common example we use to explain this in our Baitak is when you throw a ball towards a wall, it comes back to you. Maybe you are unhappy due to your actions. The positivity you will spread will come back to you. Now, be the architect of your own joy. Thank you.